Tonight on the podcast we have
Shopkick and Longshot.
Assassin's Creed and Civil War.
Pokémon and Overwatch.
Stellaris and Civilization.
Hey, it's Trevor, and he's talking about strategy games. It's what he does on the official Team DBAH Podcast number 140. Come join us, why don't you? Hello and welcome to the official Team DBAH Podcast number 140. I'm Charlie Danger82, and with us tonight we have Craig.
Hello.
We have Heather.
Hello.
And we have Trevor.
Hello.
Craig, you missed a shit show last week.
I heard.
They
I
blew
heard
up
that.
a town.
Yes, they
They
did.
did
Entire
it
fiefdom.
first.
Yeah. I mean, you guys screwed it up, but these guys, there were broken buildings all around, and that's before the Yogg even came.
Hey, in my defense, the hospital is not my fault.
Yeah, Psycho here destroyed the hospital, and other Psycho over there, like, poisoned the water supply that made the garden go crazy. So, and then James just, oh, poor James.
James didn't do
Poor
anything.
James. He didn't do anything, but he got the shittiest end of the stick, though. Poor James. I'm so waiting for somebody with low dex to try to dodge the creature in the woods, though. Or, like, low strength to try to do it, because I do know what happens when your stats don't match up with what you're supposed to do at that point.
Wait, didn't that happen on ours when we played?
No. I strongly, because I knew what would happen, I strongly, like, I gave you a quick stat check because you were about to make that decision, and you made the right one. I just can't wait until we're playing it at some point with a bunch of people and have someone make the wrong decision. So yes, that might mean I'll lie about Luke's stats. Anyway, it's a good week to have a podcast because there's a lot of stuff going on this week
There
is.
involving gaming and stuff like that. And some such.
Yeah. Some announcements I'm not sure how I feel about.
I have
Uh-oh.
a random
Oh, wait,
comic
really?
question for you, though.
Oh, yes, please.
Whatever happened to Longshot?
That's a good question.
Did he, just fall off the face of comic Earth?
Last time I heard, and this is like
He sent
6
himself
continuities ago. This is about 6 continuities ago. I heard he was living happily ever after in the future, or in Mojo World Dimension with Dazzler, or Lila Cheney. You can never really figure out which one he was really with. That's the last I heard of him.
Okay. Alright. I know, completely random, but I was wondering that.
Oh, yeah. He had an interesting power. His power was luck. I chalk that up as one of the lamest powers. I still don't get it how it worked, but hey, whatever. Mutants, Chris Claremont, Okay, here's what I don't get about Chris Claremont.
Yeah.
Okay, so the major gist of the X-Men were they're defending a world that fears and hates them, right?
Yes.
That's their thing.
That's what they do. They're masochists. Yes.
Right, yeah. But what I don't get is at the Claremont run that is heralded as one of the greatest runs of all the writers who have ever even touched the entire X-Men franchise. It's like, just one of the greatest writers. Everyone can take a page out of his book. Every other week, they're in space.
Nice.
They're
Yes,
dealing
they're
with the
playing.
Shi'ar,
Mhm.
or the Galactic Guardians, not the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Imperial Guard, that's what they're called. The Imperial Guard of the Shi'ar. All of that stuff. And it's like, okay, just like House of Pain said, the time has come to clean up the trash in your own backyard before you go knocking on your neighbor's door. I'm thinking maybe they should have, settled stuff on Earth before they went sailing into the galaxy. And the thing was, it's so weird because Claremont retired from it for a while, and then he came back, the first thing they fucking did was go to space.
Maybe he's writing for Call of Duty now.
Space.
Space.
Wow.
Gotta go space.
Spice!
Gotta go space. Gotta go space.
The one place where capitalism has not touched.
What
Spice!
are you, space?
So, it's Tim Curry from, what is it, Command & Conquer Red Alert 3? I believe.
Yes.
Let's see. Should space be a tag? I'm not sure.
Hey,
Actually, you probably should, because
Okay.
I'm going to mention later. So, yeah.
Well, fuck it, man. Mention it now.
All right,
I'm done yelling at the X-Men.
Okay. Well, since we're on the topic of space, I'm going to go ahead and jump the gun and do something you're going to do anyways, and tell you what I'm playing.
okay.
I'm jumping the gun here too, because space tags. I'm playing Stellaris.
Stellaris?
Yes.
Isn't that a beer?
No, that's Stella.
Ah, right.
Yes. Stellaris is a strategy game made by the Paradox Interactive stuff, and that whole conglomerate.
So it's a game that really isn't a game, or when the game happens, the game disappears.
Exactly.
Or it's just two doxes.
It could be. It could be Paradox.
Like the puppies.
Well, because I ended up picking it up yesterday and then put 9.5 hours into the game.
So you didn't go to sleep, is what you're saying.
I did. It was just very late.
Yikes.
So what kind of game is this? Like an RTS kind of game? What kind of game?
It is RTS or Grand Strategy if you want to use some of the Steam tags.
Grand strategy.
Yes.
It's a strategy that involves dinner rolls. Pillsbury Grands.
So what? You just have to like conquer
Delicious.
the universe, essentially.
Essentially, it's more of the galaxy since you're all in the same galaxy cluster, but you each start off at your own different independent star system, and then you colonize and expand your empire throughout. And then you're increasing your tech. Like one of the things I was able to do was I was able to do the biggest no in robotic and artificial intelligence science. Make it sentient. Like you could research sentient AI.
And you made one.
Yes,
no.
I did, and it's on all of my warships,
Oh no.
which have nuclear missiles.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh. Oh.
So now, I think you just started the storyline for Mass Effect.
Oh.
I kind of did. I also made an entire planet of synthetics.
Oh no.
Oh, come on.
Good. So Trevor has traveled through time and invented the storyline for Mass Effect.
Oh, it gets better.
Or he's Mile Bennett Dyson.
At the same time, I made the story of Star Wars by having droids and clones.
Stop it.
So you just mixed everything together.
Yes.
Good.
You're playing genre god.
I can do what I want.
You creep. God. Come on. It's no fair. Who can survive in that kind of world? Tell you what, I can't. I'm not built for that sort of stress.
Damn it.
Not built to spill. It's good though that you're liking the game.
Yeah.
Obviously. I can't remember a game where I was so captivated that I sat down for like hours on end to play it actually through. I mean, I can think of a game that's coming out that might happen with, but Not as of late. Not as of late.
And put it this way, the standard size is like 600 stars.
To quote Griff from Red vs. Blue, yeah, that sounds an awful lot like work to me.
Well, the smallest is
Yeah.
150.
Shit. Well, space is a reoccurring theme this week because another thing coming out, and we'll get back to what people are playing. But another thing coming out, but since we're on the space thing, is that Call of Duty Infinite. I think that that's what the game attached to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 Remastered is called. Because I watched the trailer for it, and it's I'm not sure what the hell's going on in it. I really don't know what the hell's going on in it. Can someone
No,
please explain to me what the hell's going on in it?
They go into the space shuttle.
Okay.
And they shoot each other in space.
Okay, you just explained Mass Effect, and you just explained Star Wars to me, but what's the new Call of Duty game about?
Yes.
Oh, no. They're using projectile weapons, not energy weapons. Star Wars is out.
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah.
There you have
They're
it.
using bullets in space. We can get a physicist on that, how to figure out how that actually works. 'Cause I have no
Is
clue.
this a continuation of Ghosts, or did they just drop the Ghost storyline?
Well, Ghost was in space.
Yeah, it was.
But
The beginning was.
This looks a little more advanced space, so I'm.
Because remember, like he drags you away, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, and your brother's like, no, I have a dog. I'm a more interesting character than the main character.
Bark, bark.
Bark, bark. The dog is more interesting than both the main characters, actually. But okay, so I started playing, and I don't know if this is a trend, but the last 3 Call of Duty games I've played, I have not liked. Like, the most I can say about the last 3 Call of Duty games is that they are competent shooters. However, for a franchise like Call of Duty, I already know it's a competent shooter. I'm kind of in need of something more. I'm getting kind of sick of this whole future warfare bullshit. And robots ripping off limbs and exoframes and space battles. That's not what I play Call of Duty for. Like, what do you think? It's just, am I wrong? Am I crazy?
I don't know. Out of the last 3, I probably liked Black Ops 3 the most out of the last 3.
See, I just started playing
Ghost,
that.
To me, Ghost was so horribly disappointing. And then, to be quite honest, I don't even remember the storyline for Advanced Warfare. I played it. I didn't hate it. I remember that much. But storyline-wise, no. I can't tell you what happened.
The only thing that George and I talked about it. Because it's like, okay, we both played and beat Advanced Warfare. We're like, yeah. And then I said, it was a solid, competent shooter? And he goes, yeah, it was a solid, competent shooter. I can't really say anything else because I don't really feel anything else for it. It wasn't bad, but at the same time, it's nothing. I mean, as much as it's less like, oh, innovative new combat, look at our shit. But it's like also it's like I just don't. I don't know.
The
What do you
last one
think,
I
Heather?
played even was Ghost.
What-
so I
what-
can't say much.
Yeah, Heather. I mean, Heather's a giant Call of Duty fan. It's like her
Yeah.
name should be Heather Call of
I've
Duty
played it.
Olympia,
I've played it as much as I've seen Star Wars.
right? Right, exactly. And we all know that Star Wars is your other middle name.
Yeah.
Talk
Talk about it all the time.
I know, right? But the yeah, I can't even sell that. I can't even talk about that seriously. But no, I mean it just I watched it, I had no reaction to it. And then the end of the trailer came and I'm like, "Holy shit, they're remastering Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4? This is amazing."
Yeah. Part of me
Call of Duty 4.
Part of me feels like that they know they need something to sell this game.
Yeah.
And it was Call of Duty because everyone wants that. Because that was the game where they left World War II. Everyone got upset about it. I know I did. Because I was like, what the hell? And it turned out to be a really good game. Probably one of the best ones.
The best, I think, of the new crop.
Yes.
Yeah, and honestly, I liked that whole... I think, was it a trilogy or just a series of the Modern Warfare? Like, that's actually...
it was a trilogy.
It was
unifying storyline.
Yeah, it was a nice, solid story that they had throughout it, I think, at least. And then afterwards, they just kind of gave up and just said, we can make money off of these. They buy them every year.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
They have 3 studios working on it now, and it's like nobody knows really what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But getting, like Craig said, they went out of World War II, everybody got upset, and then they went into the future.
And no one batted an eye.
No one, and no one, no one really cares anymore, and yet, now the paradigm is shifting again, because, conversely, the new trailer for Battlefield 1 hit, and oh my god, do I want to play this game!
The Zeppelin is real.
The Zeppelin is real. Dude, I want to be Snoopy riding the doghouse trying to shoot down the Red Baron. I've wanted to do this since I was a child.
And it's gonna be a very different take on it, since the only other World War I shooter that I know of that is Verdun, and that's painful.
That is.
Well, technically, shooter, yes. But World War I game, I think Heather played a World War I game lately.
What?
You'll never guess what it was.
It was Star Wars.
Yes.
I knew it.
It was Call of Duty: The Force Awakens 5.
1.
1. What happened, Heather? Tell me what happened.
I entered World War I in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Spoiler, by the way.
They won't know when it's coming.
I mean, you will, but
if you know history, you can kind of guess.
No, it's not just that.
But it's not even remotely because of that. So
yeah,
it's just I'm editing videos together and I'm going through the stuff that Heather sent over, and I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden Winston Churchill is walking around. I'm like, he doesn't belong in the Victorian stuff.
That's okay. My brain went. My audio that was like, it's like, is that Winston Churchill? And then he lights his pipe. I'm like, oh, that's not Winston Churchill. And then big thing comes and goes, Winston Churchill. I was like, okay, it is Winston Churchill. Keep saying that name.
Winston Churchill.
Fun fact: I actually streamed Friday night, and that's when I recorded part of it. And other than getting slightly inebriated, I also spent an hour trying to get a Helix glitch that I haven't gotten yet because it's in a very annoying place to find.
Please tell me you have footage.
I do. It's on Twitch. There's a lot of yelling involved.
You can send that right over. These gifts you give me, they are amazing.
Well, I still haven't gotten it, so.
It's going to be an entire episode of just Heather drunkenly screaming into a mic. Going to be the most glorious thing.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Just view. That's going to be the video that launches Team DBAH. That's going to be. screw the 500 videos we have on the site, and I'm not exaggerating or using hyperbole. We have 500 videos on our channel, which I balk at every time I see it. But
Look at Gio using a baseball term.
right? What's the baseball term I used?
Balk.
Like a chicken.
Yes.
Chicken go buck buck, cow goes moo.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Giraffe go. How about you? Come on, this is good for the both of us. Alright, Kung Pao fans out there. So, but yeah, super psyched about Battlefield. I'm really seriously thinking about not spending $70 just to get a remastered version of a game that I have already, that I could play on a old system. Really thinking I might be switching my deposit over to Battlefield 1, because even though I want Call of Duty, and even though it is a beautiful gift that always comes out on Craig and mine's birthday,
Yeah,
I
it's
just don't know if I want this. I feel like going, Activision, you shouldn't have. You
Yeah,
really
really,
You
shouldn't
really,
have.
really shouldn't have.
No, that's okay. You throw this out. You know? It's one of my favorite bits from Mitch Hedberg. God rest his soul. Like, whenever I'm walking down the street and someone hands me the flyer, I feel bad. It's like they're saying, you throw this out. Love that guy. So funny. So,
Yeah. So everyone's gonna do with their Disney Infinity characters now.
the same thing I've done with the 2 Disney Infinity characters, well, actually 5 Disney Infinity characters I've done this entire time. Look at them. I never got the game. I just got the figures.
Is anyone
They're-
surprised though? Because I wasn't.
No.
They are neat looking figures.
Yeah, they are.
Statues.
You know? I have Yondo, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Baymax, Hero, and Han and Chewie. I want to get the Star Wars ones, like the real Star Wars ones, like none of this Clone Wars bullshit. I just wanted to get, like, you know, the Luke and Leia, Han and Chewie, and
Boba
Darth and Boba Fett, yeah. So, hey, hopefully they'll be discounted pretty soon.
Yeah, if you can find them.
Probably not.
Oh, they're all at Target.
Probably go the opposite.
Really?
Target was filled with them.
Discontinued.
Yeah, it's true. Generally speaking, Target always has them.
So you honestly think that they're just gonna sell out all over the place because now it's been discontinued?
Well, I mean, you
Yeah,
can still use
it's
the
Disney.
game.
That's true. Oh fuck, that's true.
Like the game is still gonna work, I assume. No.
I walked into a Disney store today.
Where?
The
Yeah.
cast members are super enthusiastic, and
They're
that's
still
what the
Disney
employees
stores?
are called. There are in the Danbury Mall in Connecticut. There is one, and
Kidding.
just they're not called employees, even in Disney World and in Disney stores. They're not called employees. They're called cast members, which I find is just adorable. And
Like sandwich artist.
yes, sandwich artist. The sandwich artist made me a sandwich the other day, and it looked like a sandwich I could make.
But you didn't.
I didn't, because I did not have the ingredients at the time. Because I normally don't carry around a can of spinach and so a head of lettuce to put on my tuna fish. I don't know why I did the syllables in that way, but whatever. I'm going with it. I'm owning it. Whatever. But yeah. So I looked at the stuff that they had in there. They got a Winter Soldier figure that is it's comic accurate. It's not exactly it's not like movie accurate, but it's comic accurate and it's very 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 nicely detailed. I was looking for the Cable figure, but they did not have it. More's the pity. But I didn't see any Infinity stuff in there. Not even Disney wants this stuff in their store.
I wonder if they ever had it.
Maybe that would have helped them out a little bit.
Maybe.
I mean, with the prices they charge in there. Thank you. Thank you, Trevor.
What I'm here for.
It's what I do. You know, Dave has taken a shining to doing that every time he kills something in Dark Souls and we're playing together. Like, wow, Dave, you just walked over that villain. It's what I do. Like, all right. So it's like I have my own personal little abridged team wherever I go. That's fine. That's fine. Did they give any indication as to why Infinity is going tits up, or?
I think so. Try to look that up, but yeah, they just said there.
They didn't give them enough money. Who knows?
I was just getting my emissions tested today, and looked down at Twitter, and I went, "Oh shit, Infinity's done. Damn." Well, that ain't good.
But amiibos are still coming strong, guys.
Well, can you imagine, like, alright, so, amiibos are still coming strong. Did you see the quality of those fucking things? They're amazing. But, considering what was just also announced this week, or shown this week, I think more amiibos are going to be created, and they are going to be just, like, through the roof. Because another Pokemon's game got introduced, right?
Yes, it did.
What is it called now?
Well, we've already known about it.
Okay.
Pokemon Sun and Moon, if I'm right?
Sun and Moon.
But what was
Okay.
finally released were the 3 starters. At least what they're looking like. I don't think they listed names.
Yes, they did.
They did list names? Okay.
They
Because I'm
did
not the
list the
biggest.
names.
I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan. There's Pokemon there.
Right. The biggest Pokemon fan has his own podcast, and he does that on Saturdays with Jamie. So. Okay. Sun.
And then the other one, it sounds like he's going to be coming in a podcast soon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Luke's in it. Luke's a.
Ah! That guy.
You got that guy too.
I love that guy.
What
Okay.
guy?
Luke.
No. Really?
Yes. Soon
Oh.
enough. Soon enough. Yes, the 3 new Pokemon starters are Rowlet, Litten, and Popillo.
Is
Did
he
you
a
say kitten or Litten?
Litten.
Oh.
I'm assuming that's
It's-
the cat.
Yes, it's the official cat of Team DBAH, apparently, because it is a red and black cat.
Which is also a
and-
fire type.
Yes, it's also
Nice.
fire type.
Can I
Rowlet
collect
is
them
a
in
little-
my Japanese game?
Well, you can collect them in this Japanese game.
Not good
Go
enough.
on.
Does too many
But-
things.
Rowlet is a little owl with a bow tie that I guess changes color depending on what he's doing.
Is he made of
I
milk?
don't know. No, he is not Bobo.
Oh.
Does he know how many
He
licks
is.
it takes to get to the center of Tootsie Pop?
Oh, hell no. He ain't concerning himself with that. He's got bigger
He ain't
business
concerned.
on his...
He ain't concerned himself.
He ain't concerned himself with that. He's got bigger and better things. And, Poplio. Poplio. Popplio. How do you spell it? Poplio?
Papa
Looks
Duke.
like a dog of some sort. It's only on the 3 and 2DS. Apparently, all of them must be caught. I'm looking at on the adventure. I'm looking at the trailer right now. There's a sun and a moon involved. Perhaps a tribute to Game of Thrones. I don't know. There is a Backstreet Boy that is trying to accost a young man.
Hey,
All right. Okay.
um,
Oh my God, he's not a puppy at all. He's a
He's a
seal. He's a seal.
He is the dog of the sea.
How are
It's
they
true,
starter
they're called
Pokemon
sea-
if you have
sea
to
dogs.
catch them?
Oh
They're easy
my
to catch.
god. Yet again,
I don't know. I haven't played it.
the voice of reason,
He's made sense though.
making total sense. Oh, but Poplio is adorable. He's the water one. He is adorable. Litten is fire, of course, and let's see, Owlet, James Howlett is grass and flying. Well, make up your mind.
Well, there's a current theory going around that I keep hearing about.
Oh?
Our friend then, the cat, is most likely Fire Dark.
From the moon?
Mm-hmm.
Like where wizards come from?
Yes.
Oh my god. This changes everything. I don't know what it changes, but it changes something.
Changes everything apparently though.
Everything. Do you know
The Muffin Man?
the Muffin Man
Muffin Man?
that lives in Drury Lane?
That's such a good movie.
Do you know how,
You got
or
these
what?
cards.
Oh,
We're going with
No,
movie
I'm
references.
I'm just curious as to if anyone knows who uses the fucking vacuum to take away views on YouTube, because my unboxing video had about 45 last week, and now I have 14.
What in the hell? The last time I looked at it, it had like 55.
Uh-huh. Ain't there anymore.
I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea.
Because this happened on another one of our videos, too. Like, I can't remember which one, but...
Was
I
it one of
gotta-
Jake's?
I think it might have been. I think it might have been one of Jake's. But its views were through the roof, and then all of a sudden, it had like 12. Thanks, YouTube!
So weird.
They've been having a lot of issues.
But I
So
did see something on YouTube
Oh?
that made me very happy, and will be making Craig very happy too, because, hey Craig,
Yeah.
on May 31st,
Yeah.
you get another Gwent deck.
Dun dun dun.
Because The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Blood and Wine is being released, the DLC, and yet again, it's another standalone. You can buy it as another packaged standalone expansion. It's up to 20 hours of gameplay, and it comes with it comes with 2 new Gwent decks. So even if you don't play Gwent, it's just they're beautiful cards to look at least, and they're physical decks as opposed to just decks you get in the game. And it looks like this time you're hunting some vampires.
What? Get out.
Yeah. You're going to a land that's just this beautiful painted place that's just like looks like the Shimmering Isles from, or what's that weird place in Oblivion? Is it the
Yeah,
Shimmering Isles?
there's a lot of weird places.
So
No, like
that's
the
not
weird
narrow.
place.
Oh, the Shivering Isles?
That one.
Yeah.
It looks like Shivering Isles, and
Oh, what half?
and it the bright half,
Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
and there's vampires. Matter of fact, the cover is Geralt just sitting casually on a throne with a goblet of what I can only assume to be blood, and a sword in his lap, and just kind of like cocking his head up and looking above the throne, and there's a giant ass winged vampire above him. But he's being totally cool and casual, like what up? And it doesn't. I don't think he ascertains this as a threat because he's just Geralt. He's badass. So but yeah, it's coming out on the 31st, and I haven't played the first expansion yet because I want to get both of them at the same time. I'm not sure if that's going to be a continuation. I do eventually on the Witcher playthrough. if I do play these, I will probably just be a dedicated Witcher 3 player because that's another year of my life. Because the base game, there's 52 episodes in that. So 52 weeks in a year, it comes out weekly. I know I took a little bit of a hiatus on it, but that's a year's worth of episodes that's going to be coming out. And I want to be able to do other stuff as well, because I got Uncharted 4 and Doom is coming out on Friday. So, by the way, kudos to Bethesda for releasing it on Friday the 13th. I see what you did there. Very classy.
What did they do?
They're releasing Doom on Friday the 13th.
Doom.
No kidding.
Yeah, comes out this Friday. But yeah, I really wish to play this Witcher expansion, and yes, I'm very excited about it. Has anyone been able to play Uncharted 4 yet?
No, I did pick it up today.
Right. Yeah, I was able to pick it up yesterday, but the that update though.
Big update.
Big update.
Yeah, I actually used it thanks to you, and
What?
you introducing me to Shopkick.
Oh yes.
And wife's been she's very shopkicky now.
Mm-hmm.
So she uses it on her phone and mine. So I got a $25 gift card to GameStop.
Outstanding.
That towards it.
For those of you who don't know what Shopkick is, I'm glad you asked. So, TK introduced me to it, and I in turn spread the know to Craig and Laura here. Okay, so basically it's an app where you can go into different stores and you can just walk in or you scan different things in and you get points. And these points accrue and you can save them towards different items. Like they offer like TVs and food processors and all that stuff, like big box items that, you know, you may not be ready to get right now, but walking in and just like scanning different stuff or walking into different places and getting these kicks builds up your score and your account, and you can also get different gift cards with them. And I have cashed mine in for Best Buy gift cards. I have cashed mine in for GameStop gift cards, and it's very helpful. It's a cool like little thing, and it's not. You don't have to like sign up for a subscription. You don't have to do anything like that. You just download the app, make an account, and you're off and running. And they'll have like different items that like different catalog items that like you can go through. And as you go through these different like items that they're showcasing, sometimes if you go down to the bottom of the list, there's an envelope with an extra point there. So you can just open that up. So it gives you incentive to go through the apps and go through everything that they have listed, because you find stuff that either A, you didn't know about, or you can find these hidden things in there. So it's rather cool. It's a nice little thing. Not a sponsor, but be more than happy to have Shopkick as a sponsor. Tell you what is a sponsor though, is NoScope gaming glasses.
That they are. They just came out with new glasses, didn't they?
They did, the Andromeda model. They're basically, I am not a hipster, but I do like the Blues Brothers and Reservoir Dogs, so I'm a huge fan, and Boondock Saints, so I'm a huge fan of wearing Wayfarers. And, yeah, and the Andromedas basically look like Wayfarers, just with the yellow lenses of NoScope glasses. So you can wear them in style. You can do games that are missions from God, or whatever you want. See, that's a Blues Brothers reference and kind of a Boondock Saints reference, but kind of. So if you're doing any mission from God in a video game, you can use these Andromedas, and you'll be just as cool while doing it. And of course, they won't break the bank. I believe the Andromedas are listed as $19.99 plus tax, and I don't know if it's shipping and handling. I'm not sure if it's free shipping on that, but But yeah, if you go over to noscopeglasses.com, all the details are there, and they are the brand new Andromeda specs. Very cool. And, of course, they are a sponsor and friend of Team DBAH. So please check them out if you get a chance. Throw a couple shekels our way. And, of course, if you really want to be good, if it's just really awesome, you can go to teamdbah.com and click on the link and buy your glasses through there, because that would help. Definitely help. But yeah, I use them because making all of these some serious can make your eyes pop out of your head, and they stop it from doing that because they're glasses and your eyes can't go anywhere.
That's right.
Yeah, I did research.
Speaking of research, Disney is just getting out of the video game
Shtick.
They're not going to do it themselves they're not going to have a video game
First party
Division.
studio. So they're just going to do licensing. Yep, here you go. You're allowed to make a Star Wars game. See you later. Pay us money.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that maybe a long dead Boba Fett game might actually come to light?
Maybe. I know, was it people that made... No, not Titanfall. Someone, I gotta look that up. Someone who made a rather, a huge game recently.
Mm-hmm.
They, got a license for a Disney game.
I think it is Titanfall. I remember reading that too.
What?
I think the studio behind Titanfall. I think it might have been them. Back to the research
Titan.
books.
Titan incoming, and it lands. Oh boy!
God.
Just jump right in. Gorsh! It's a big fucking Titan that looks like Goofy.
Joke.
Right? She's not insane. Heather!
What?
Oh, it came out on DVD yesterday?
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Did you buy it?
Nah.
You gonna buy it?
I'll buy it later.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not want to buy it? Have you seen his new trailers for that? His ads?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, they did so much everything right with this movie. From marketing the DVD, to marketing the movie, to everything about it. It's just...
Yeah, they did really good marketing.
It's just brilliant. Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
also did a wonderful Mother's Day tribute. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I did not.
He tweeted out something. It was a picture of him and his mother, current day, and the tweet read, "Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Painfully, you gave birth 468 weeks late. I was 9. We were both so happy to be free." Oh, that Ryan.
Upon research, yes, Respawn Entertainment, which is behind Titanfall 2.
Oh, nice.
So
Gotcha.
they're behind an action-adventure Star Wars game.
Star Wars game or Disney game?
They haven't said it entirely. They just said action-adventure, if I remember correct. If I understand correctly, but it's most likely Star Wars based off of the content under EA.
Interesting.
Wow, so let's see, I realize this fall we're going to get Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1.
Mm-hmm.
When does
Both
Titanfall
by
2 coming out?
EA. Q3.
October, maybe?
So I think it's only
shit.
just been said third quarter.
Wow.
While Battlefield 1 has a definite release date so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's October 21st.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we get to play Battlefield with a bunch of people on their consoles using keyboards and mice.
Still don't get how you guys do that.
Oh, they make them. You just plug it in and go.
No, I just don't get how you guys play with keyboards and mice.
Oh.
Because, I mean, I was there. I played Half-Life. You gave me Half-Life for my birthday. Our birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And I played it. And I
And
guess... Well, I guess because I
Proud of
didn't
you.
play anything else other than Half-Life, I guess that's why when I got a console, I can play games a lot better with a gamepad or controller than I can with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah,
Like-
I understand because I was playing the Overwatch beta this past weekend on my computer.
Yeah.
And I was playing with my Xbox One controller.
So what did you guys think of Overwatch? I didn't get a chance to play it.
Trevor, what did you think? You can go first.
All right, I loved it.
Okay.
I
What did you love about it?
It felt smooth.
Mhm.
I liked how
Phrasing.
the team composition actually mattered,
Mhm.
and they told you what your team was needing, so you didn't have to necessarily know what each character was.
Where did it tell you that?
On the hero select screen,
Right.
far right hand side of the screen,
Oh,
it would
shit.
say like not enough support, no support, too many defensive characters, not enough damage.
Is that why it totally didn't fucking matter what character you picked?
Correct. You can pick anything you
Wow.
want, but at least tell you what your team needed.
Well, no, the thing is, I was playing just to get a flavor for everything, I was playing the round robin one,
Oh,
where whenever you died, you came back as a new character. But
okay.
whenever I would
always just
pick a
did standard
character,
game.
I would never get the character I picked.
Ah,
And I died a lot, so I was cycling through that shit.
okay. Because I just played standard, so I was always
Mhm.
the character I wanted to be or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, playing the beta was enough for me to buy it. Thus, I have all of the pre-order bonuses for the game, and then the rest of the
Wow.
Blizzard games.
Outstanding. And the dog likes it too.
What's to say about that?
That's right.
So, I think I was ruined because I played Battleborn first. I did not have the same experience that Trevor had. It's a solid shooter. It's Team Fortress. It's Team Fortress designed by Blizzard, which is not a bad thing at all. But I do have a fundamental problem with games that I can't aim down sights on. And I think that was ruining a lot of it for me. The abilities were kind of cool when I could figure out how to do them. Because I know they were mapped to the shoulder buttons and everything like that. And I think the longest I stayed in the game was as, I think her name was Eva?
Eva.
Was it
You're wrong.
the robot?
Yeah, the girl with the... Yeah. And I actually did better when I was out of the suit once it got blown up than while I was in the suit. So just
Yeah.
running around with her and a handgun, I was able to get more kills than able to stay in the suit. But yeah, it was. I love the character design. If there is an art book that comes out from it, I will get it. But the lack of a story and well, the lack of a story, the inability to aim, and the I'm not a big fan of objective-based game things. Like if I'm playing a multiplayer shooter, I'm just gonna really play deathmatch all the time, and hold points and
Yeah,
control and everything like that. I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah, so yeah, just based off of the beta, you turned away then.
Yeah, because and it's mainly because I played the Battleborn beta beforehand, which I had no interest in. And that was the one I played the beta of and got the game, got the season pass, and loving it so far because it's got different game types in there. It's got multiplayer game types where you can party and everything and, just online with like random people and stuff like that, which is cool. And it's got really well-designed characters, much like, Overwatch does, but because it has a story, and because 5 of us can play co-op in a story, that drew me in more than anything else, especially because there's 5 people who can play on the story. I have 4 people that I'm going to be playing with, but just the knowledge that if somebody else got the game for PS4 and said, "Hey, can I join in?" I can go, "Sure." That's not a problem, as opposed to like Destiny, where it's just like, we have more than 3 people. Sorry, but
Maybe we'll team up.
Maybe we'll team up. Maybe you guys can do a team and we can do a team. Oh, you only have 2 people on your team. That sucks. It's something like that, and it's I just really liked the fact that you could go through the story and campaign with your friends, and that there was a campaign. And that's what really broke my heart about Overwatch, because ever since I saw the first trailer for Overwatch, I was all about it. It looked like Pixar started a video game. And it was beautiful, and I loved it, and I loved the designs and everything like that, but then I heard there was no story. Don't give me 25 people that have so much creativity in their design, and they have so much potential and everything for, like, what is this person all about, and don't give me a story to go with them. You're giving me this really cool looking Egyptian themed armored girl. Okay, cool. She has this automatic chain gun shotgun. Wow, that's amazing. Why? You're not going to tell me that. Okay. All right. Or, hey, there's a person in a mech suit. What's the deal with the dude with the bow and arrow running around thinking that he's all that?
Stuff.
Like, you're not going to tell me who it is? Okay. It's sort of like, give me something. Give me a plot.
So the thing is, like, our wonderful voice of reason is saying, there's a small story, at least in the beginning of the beta, that was that intro video. So I think that seems like that's just not enough for them to. I think that's just enough to get you interested into the beta. Which, knowing Blizzard, they'll probably expand upon that, because it's very unlike Blizzard to make a game that is solely multiplayer with no story or anything around it.
You know how much I love Diablo 3.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
also,
make any. I don't hide
surprisingly
it.
enough, I found something out about my Diablo 3 because I went back and played that after I bought the game to put on the wings. Someone got into my account and played for me.
What?
So my level 20 something was almost level 50.
Oh. How does that even?
Luke, wasn't it?
It wasn't, because Luke and I were playing together. Diablo 3
do it?
No. I know originally Diablo 3 in the computer, there was a bunch of issues with backdooring.
Oh! Go on.
So. It's just the issue with the PC version of it that Blizzard has attempted to fix on numerous occasions, but it's just the door keeps getting smaller, but it's still open enough.
Oh my!
Just keeps on coming. Anyway, oh boy.
Wow.
But I can't agree that both Overwatch and Battleborn, at least both of them, were better than Paragon.
From what I've heard, that sounds right, because everyone I keep talking about Paragon, it was overhyped.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really overhyped, and okay, they say it's a free-to-play game, but if you want to be a founder, here's $20. So you can play all the characters before it totally comes out. Okay, I get that. And I can get that the pacing of a MOBA is supposed to be slow and calculated and all that. But you can run it first, but as soon as you press the trigger to open up anything to use a gun of any sort or any of your powers, you slow down so much that you better be damn sure you're on top of something before you go to draw your weapon. Because if it takes 3 steps to the left, you're going to be walking slowly after it. It's like you're Jason Voorhees and everybody else is like track stars.
Wow.
The characters are interesting, but not that interesting. Considering there are 2, like I said, with, and plus, Lawbreakers looks almost as bland as Paragon does. And considering one is Cliffy B and one is Epic Games, it's just like, I don't know if it's a design aesthetic from that side of the room, but it's just, everything's just so dreary.
Yeah, and Lawbreakers is very, it's like sports competition-esque based.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting take on it.
That's interesting. I mean, I might do a video on Paragon, but because I spent $20. I plopped down $20 on it a while back, and I played it for a little while. I'm like, so this is why I don't play Smite. Okay.
Oh.
But
has anyone seen Civil War?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you were dressed up for it, weren't you, Heather?
I've seen it twice.
Oh,
yes.
what?
Oh, what?
How
Yes,
was
we
it?
went to it was great. It was not at all what I expected, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. Me and my friend went, and she was Captain America, and I was Bucky. And we went to the Alamo Draft House. So they always play entertaining things before the movie actually starts.
Mhm.
So we got to see part of the 1976 Avengers movie.
Oh, wow.
Which is an adventure, let me say.
Is that where Captain America had a helmet?
Yes.
Like motorcycle helmet? Nice.
Yes. And then, at one point they had a dubstep remix of basically Captain America gets beat up a lot. And it's just him being beat up to dubstep. It's like a remix of every time he smacks something, it's part of the song.
Wow.
And my friend, she turns to me, she goes, Bucky, stop kicking my ass. I'm like, well, get good.
Best answer you could have done.
Wow.
So
That's
that
awesome, though.
It's fun. It's a good movie.
I heard that there
will
were.
definitely be buying that on DVD when it comes out.
I heard that there were 2 stingers at the end.
I don't know what it means.
Yes, there's 2 things after the credits. There's 2
Oh.
ones.
I'm glad you knew what you're talking about. I'm like,
Yeah.
Moss wasn't in it.
What gave it to me was at the end. It's like, oh, those things. That's what he's talking about.
Now, without giving away details on it, can you tell us what movies they're leading up to?
Oh well.
Without spoiling anything?
It's
Mm.
well, it's in the trailer, so Spider-Man: Homecoming,
Yeah.
Okay.
True. Yeah. So that's that one.
which I think is an adorable name, by the way.
Homecoming?
Yeah, since they got him back for the rights back from
Sony.
Well, yeah, that's adorable too. But at the same time, he's not old enough to go to a homecoming dance. Clearly, he has the voice of a child. So, is this
He's
going to be in the
Because
future?
You mean he's actually a teenager? That's a
They-
thought.
I think where they're
Teenager's
going
one thing.
I think they're going with the 15-year-old Spider-Man.
Sound like the 11-year-old Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah.
Hey guys!
Apparently, I don't think you've been around teenagers lately.
And thank God for that.
I
I can tell you with absolute certainty I've not been around teenagers lately. So, there's
Spider-Man
that.
was great, by the way. Be nice to Spider-Man. He's awesome.
Yeah, be nice to Spider-Man. Okay. Well, I'm a huge Andrew Garfield fan from the last Spider-Man, so,
Yeah, he was good too, but he's also like
yes.
a 30-year-old playing 15-year-old.
yeah.
well,
But
that's,
I also was just
Have you ever seen 90210?
No.
All right, then.
Have you seen
40-year-olds
Disney?
playing
Have you seen
15-year-olds.
anything Disney?
Yeah, right? You'd think these children in Disney films? No, they're all Tara Platt. No, Tara Platt, no. What's her name? Tara Strong. I was about to say Tara Reid. They're all Tara Reid.
oh dear.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh, and take me on a magic carpet ride.
Oh wait, no, that's CC DeVille. Sorry. You know that's Greg. I swear, you and probably James. I know Mark, and that's not a slight about Mark, but you guys are the only 4 people we hang out with who would probably get my CC DeVille impression, and that's so sad to me because I do such a good CC DeVille.
You really do. You really do.
CC DeVille is the really coked out, allegedly formally, coked out guitarist for Poison.
Can't miss him.
And can't miss him. Can't miss him.
And he always talked like this, and it was, oh my god, there was so much coke back in those days. Oh my god, there was so many strippers of coke. Oh my god, this is just the best thing ever.
He had this accent, and he would just like talk like that, and to hear him doing an interview is a pure joy. just a joy. And
you know, he's a classically trained violinist. That's how he started.
Yes, that's amazing to me. Well, shit, the lead singer of Bad Religion, what used to be I believe he was an English teacher before he got into singing punk music.
Really?
Yeah, that's why in Bad Religion songs, they're very fast, but there's like $10 words in each song, like every other line. Just really, really smart dude, and he just puts a very large vocabulary in his songs. I can't believe I'm putting Poison as a tag on this. Good Lord. CC, pick up that guitar and talk to me. All right.
Speaking of flashback, do you know a new game that's going to come out that's older than Trevor and Heather?
Combined?
No, not combined.
Oh.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It's something Trevor's probably going to buy.
I do know exactly what you're talking
Probably
about.
already pre-ordered it.
I have not. I know you have, haven't you?
I have not
Was
either.
ist.
I have not either. Trevor, what is the game I am talking about?
I believe you're talking about Civilization 6.
I am.
Oh, one of those nerd games. All right, nerds, tell me about this game.
I don't know. It was just really it was a giant cutscene.
Yeah.
Trailer teaser. So it's just one more turn is the subtitle for it.
And the biggest lie we tell ourselves.
It is, because you look at the clock and you're like, yep, it's 9:30. One more turn. Yep, it's 10:30. One more turn. Yep, it's 1 a.m. One more turn.
Oh no.
That's one of those games.
And what do you do? What do you do with this?
You start off at the very base of society. You pick one. I don't know.
Civilization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Randall.
You pick one civilization with one particular leader, one historic figure, and you try to get through time with them and become the top civilization in the world.
All right.
And just for the record,
yes,
in this game, Gandhi's a jerk.
Holy shit,
which is a joke, by the way.
I know.
It's a running joke from
I've had
Civ 2,
more issues with Gandhi than anyone else in Civilization.
Holy shit. Damn.
If I'm right, though, isn't it from Civilization 2, the joke from?
I believe so, yeah.
Now, if there's 6 of these, what makes this one different than the previous 6, if that's the basis of the entire games?
Usually it's improved graphics, it's improved mechanics of gameplay, and things like that.
Are there new people who can bring you through?
Generally, what they do is they do, for instance, since the United States is always a faction. Usually, what they do for that is they just pick a different president.
Oh.
Because I know sometimes it's Washington, other times it's Lincoln. So they just rotate 2 different presidents with that. Usually that's what they do. They just rotate leaders. Sometimes they'll add new starting civilizations so some of the ones that were added in Civ 5 DLC, those would be new starting factions possible in the next game.
Yeah, and each faction gets its own little perk what they're like good at.
So what you're saying is, in a weird, strange way, Dark Souls is kind of like Civilizations.
Sure.
You start off as one of the furtive pygmies, and you have to build yourself up until you become, one of the enkindled and link the fire.
I guess so.
Hey Trevor, how you doing with Dark Souls 3 over there? Haven't played it, have you?
I have.
It's been a week.
I have
Already
played it.
lost interest?
No.
Fucking kids.
No.
Oh, what? Sorry.
No,
Just had an entire conversation with myself.
You did. You did, you crazy bastard.
I did!
No. I am making progress, but slowly.
Yeah?
I am at the 4th boss now. I think it's 4th one. Yeah, 4th one.
So
In
make it
right before the swamp.
4th boss before. Oh, so the crystal
Yeah,
sages? Yeah.
the sages. I'm at the sages right now, so it's. I almost killed it the first try, but then I guessed wrong in which one was the clone.
Well, here's the pro tip. The one true one that you want to go after is shooting purple magic as opposed to everybody shooting blue. That should help you out.
I'd like to see Heather play a Dark Souls game.
That can't go well.
She would swear so much and would just be...
I think you should try it. There's gotta be
It's
a
a-
demo of one somewhere.
Well, it was free on Games with Gold. The first Dark Souls.
I didn't get it. Yes. Which is weird because
But-
you should download all of them.
Thing is, though, I didn't like the first one, but I love the third one because of the Bloodborne mechanics.
Yeah, the Bloodborne mechanics are pretty hotness.
And then also, what your piece of advice? I caught on to that. And that's why I realized, oh wait, this is definitely the wrong one. Oh wait, the right one's all the way across the room.
Yeah. The
then
first
that's
time
when-
I went up against that guy, I had a Dave. So I got through it rather quickly.
Yeah, see, I went on ahead because since we were in a group of 3,
Mhm.
and that's a 2-person only area for some reason.
Really? That is
Yes.
weird. Oh,
So-
it's a covenant. I think it's a covenant thing.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, those 2 busy trying to figure out. I'm up ahead anyways. I'm just gonna try and go fight it. Oh, I was gonna just do some trailblazing. Oh wait, there's the boss. I can take it. Almost takes it and just dies.
Oh, that's just... I like that there's a lot of hidden stuff in Dark Souls 3. Like, you can go through that game, you can skip, like... There's a way to skip, like, the entire, like, second boss, or third boss. There's a way to skip it. You wouldn't even see the thing, and because I used it in my deprived run, because there's a door that you open up at the bottom of a elevator.
Always a door.
There's always a door, but in front of that door is this thing.
There's always a lighthouse.
And there's always a man, and there's always a would you kindly. And but in front of the door, you go all the way to the bottom of this place. You take the elevator down, and you can see a door, and you can see like a little like swooshy smoke. Well, that swooshy smoke is because there's something really cold, and with the heat hitting it, it's causing steam kind of stuff. That thing is like a really quick, frost-breathing ninja. And if you're quick enough, because there's an item in the center of the room and everybody's like, ooh, item, of course I'm going to go get it. Well, as soon as you pick up the item, this thing will jump at you, and if you're not quick enough, it'll like 2-hit you. If you run around it and open the door, Number one, there's an invincibility frame whenever you're opening doors. It's in all the Souls game. While you're opening a door, something could be right on top of you taking swipes at you, and you will not get hurt. So if you fling past it, open the door, and roll out, number one, it can't go past that door because this is a new area. And number two, there's a bonfire right outside that door. So you light the bonfire, you turn around, you take out a bow and arrow, and you just light up this thing from the other side of the door, and it can't come and get you. And once you kill it, it drops a sword that's probably more powerful than what you're using, and plus it has frost abilities, and most of what you're going after is fire abilities, or fire enemies so far. So it's a pretty powerful weapon. So that's my pro tip: cheat.
There's also a way you can essentially skip to the second or final boss.
That's right, because if you kill the lady in blue, it's then the dancer comes down from the roof and fucks with your steves because you're so low level. But I'm thinking on New Game Plus.
I have some advice from that because of some other people I've watched.
Oh yeah?
New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus.
Yeah.
It so far does not appear that enemies scale.
Then why bother playing it again?
Because you can get the loot you forgot.
All
or
right.
only have one-time drop, I guess.
Well, the thing of it is, though, we're very thorough. Like, there's a conclave of thorough people, which would be Max, Dave, and myself, and we talk.
Mhm.
And, you know, we go back and we just pick anything up. It's like,
Yeah.
if it's gleaming, we have it in our inventory.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Like, I mean, even in my case.
We're magpies.
Yeah, in my case, too. Like, since my main character I've been playing with on the co-op group is a knight, of course, when I'm waiting for them to get on, I'm farming knights to get the gear to drop. Just because I love the way the Lothal Knights look.
I think I'm level 60 now on my main. I think I have enough courage to go back and to fight the knights now.
Really?
I have the Sword of Artorias. I have Lucatiel's helm, and I have like a full set of like jacked up armor. I think I might be ready, but I'm still not sure because those things scare the piss out of me.
The Lothal Knights are easy.
Says you. You're probably good at those parrying and backstabbing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm just a very, very strong character.
You're super strong.
Yes.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Well, speaking of things that are super strong, I think that's enough time for tonight, guys. Like that segue?
This is the best segue.
I'm so good at segues.
That was a good
Anyway.
segue.
I'd like to thank Craig for coming out tonight. Thank you, sir.
Always thank you for being you.
I appreciate it, and thank you for keeping the village from blowing up this time. These psychos. Heather, thank you for coming out tonight and enlightening us about the Civil of Wars.
Yeah, if you ever see that, there's a part for some damn reason reminds me of you and Craig. So.
Oh? Who's it involving?
Rhodey and Stark.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
They both changed their armor to white. And then it all went downhill from there.
Yeah, they did. That's true. Silver Centaurian and War Machine. Ooh. That was weird. And of course, Trevor, thank you for coming on. I know it's short notice. Thank you very much.
It's not a problem.
I appreciate it, Guy. Thank you for helping me with the Pokemons. And thank you, Randall, for helping me with the Pokemons. I don't know what I would do without you. And of course, the recording and stuff. He does that too, and it's pretty nifty, because I don't fucking know how to do it. Alright. Well, that's about it, folks. Remember, if you swing by teamdba.com, you can check out everything that is Team DBA, like the pull list that comes out every week, where Jake tells you what comic books you should be getting. Where you could check out the podcast that comes out every Thursday. It's available on Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, Player FM, and of course you can play it right there on the website itself if you're locked down to a desktop. And of course, there's the monthly Loot Crate review from Jamie. We also have tons of other articles written by awesomely talented people that you can check out, peruse. Got reviews, photo galleries. It's all there. All you gotta do is go to teamdba.com. What's stopping you? It's real easy. Plus, if you click on the link, like I said before, if you click on the link to NoScope Glasses, through that, if you get something, that helps us out. So we'd really appreciate it if you did that. And of course, what we would really appreciate even more, if you go to cafepress.com/teamdba to check out our merch, because we got awesome stuff there. Got really awesome stuff. You want to put Team DBAH all over your chest? You can do that, because there's stuff you can put on your chest there. I've seen it.
I own it.
Anyway, he owns it. So do I. So do they.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Get some, kids. Anyway, thank you very much, folks. I've been Charlie Dange Radio 2. This has been the official Team DBAH podcast number 140. We'll see you next week. And please remember, until then, don't be a hero. Good night.